All right. So I have a lot of little tidbits, little nuggets that I want to share with you. Some of you know, some of you don't know from me because I've never said them before. But first I will say, of course, namaste to everyone. I hope you are well and keeping cool, that your temperature is keeping cool and your cool selves. So we have our toes beyond our knees. We're sitting in seated mountain pose. We are as comfortable as we can be and as aligned as we can be. So shoulders are back and down. Upper arms are against the ribs. Palms are up, which rolls the shoulders back a little bit more. Give a little push to your chin, chin over sternum, ears over shoulders. And let your eyelids close like heavily. And kind of feel, if you can, imagine that you're really feeling your eyelashes. And you're looking at yourself from one side or the other, looking at that person who is you. How straight and tall is that person right now? Brace your abs so your belly is as flat as it can be. Close, keep your eyes closed. Be aware of your jaws. Molars are apart, lips are gently closed. And start to inhale and exhale through your nose. Push on your big toes, push on your pinkies, lift the toes and put them down as flat as they can be. Feel the balls of your feet, feel the heels. Really think about the rectangle that your left foot makes and then your right foot. So you have two rectangles and you're feeling comfortable. Your knees are okay. With each exhale, try to relax the shoulders a little bit more and shake your head, no, no, no. Feel your neck. How's it feeling today? And how are your sinuses? So in fact, what I just did, we could tap the cheekbones kind of firmly, feel the tapping. Go around your cheeks, go down to your chin, up to your cheekbones again. Just feel how that feels. Toward the temples. And then relax your hands back. You can be in a seal of energy, a mudra. Thumb and index fingers touching. Maybe the others curling around. Just feel your body. Feel the tingling. I hope you did the tapping firmly enough that you could feel the tingling when your hands are away. And feel the cool air coming in, the warmer air going out. And with your eyes closed, if you can, or open is fine. Let's do the 4, 7, 8 breath. So we'll inhale to the count of 4, and I'll count for you at the start. And then hold the breath for 7 counts, and then exhale through the mouth with a kind of a blowing breath, if you like. Very controlled, because it will be 8 seconds. So we'll inhale to the count of 4. Hold the breath. 7, and then exhale, 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 exhale. Inhale. Hold to the count of 7. And exhale to the count of 8. Inhale again. Hold the breath. And exhale to the count of 8. And shake your head, no, no, no. Breathe normally. And sometimes when you first wake up in the morning, after you've gone to the bathroom and you've drunk your 8 swallows of water, if you want to, and go back to bed just to lie down, not to go to sleep unless you're sleepy, and lie down, do 3 of these breaths, 4, 7, 8 breaths, and then go into your big X stretch, big stretch, and release. And another big X. And release, and one more time, take a breath. And big stretch. And shake your head. And release, very nice. And of course, while you're in the bed, you can do some other kinds of lying down on your back movements that you may not want to do on the floor because you don't want to get up from the floor. But, I'm always encouraging you to do a lot of things on the bed, even the strap, holding the strap and doing all that series on the bed, fabulous. Okay, so we're going to now, so we're going to do a few things, some things we did last week, some new. Let's take our arms and we'll just start to breathe up and down with the arms. So you're sitting straight and tall, shoulders back and down. Feel the heaviness of your arms. So wiggle the fingers, just feel how heavy the arms feel when they're just hanging. Your belly is braced. You're going to take a breath and start to slowly bring up the arms. And inhale as they get up. You can look at, I'm always saying, the place where the wall and ceiling meet. So your chin is not pointing up to the ceiling. And here we are, up, really reach up out of the rib cage on both sides. Nice big inhale and exhale, exhale, exhale. Feel your belly bracing and pushing in. Shoulders are working hard. Your head can go down to your chest. And we'll go up with the inhale through the nose. And then down through the mouth, blowing. And one more time. Up, push on the feet. And exhale down slowly. And wiggle, wiggle, stamp out. Okay, so your feet can be wherever you want them to be at this point. Just be aware that when your feet are forward, it's less pressure on your knees. But when we need the feet to help us with strength, and the heels under the hips, hips under the shoulders, we have to bring the feet back. Okay, so we're gonna do something that's a little different. We're gonna cross the arms like Aladdin, and the right hand is gonna be on the left forearm. The left hand is gonna be on the right forearm, okay? So you've made a square, and feel your shoulders. How are your shoulders feeling as your arms are parallel to the floor? If you can do that today. So of course you have scanned your body, noticed what's possible today. Some things are not, and your inner teacher has told you that, and please be careful, okay? So we're going to inhale and exhale as the arms go up. So just be aware that this is different, and you've made a frame around your face, and then smile for the camera. And then slowly bring the arms down, so that your top thumb is touching the opposite rib cage. Okay, we're staying in the same position. Shoulders are back and down as far as they can be back. Take a breath and start to come up again. And just feel where so that would be your bottom arm is touching your head if you can. And the elbows are way out and your armpits are way open. Smile for the camera. You can do a little half smile. And then slowly come down as you're blowing. Shake out the arms. Remember which arm was on top. See if you can do the opposite. So now how I did it kind of Aladdin arms. So my right hand is now under my left arm. So we'll take a breath, and again, we're going up to the top of your head. Smile for the camera. And come down. Feel I hope this is a nice stretch for your rotator cuffs. Take a breath and start to go up again. Inhale when you're up there. Smile. And down slowly, slowly, slowly. Very nice. And stamp, stamp, wiggle, wiggle. Okay, so we will do the ankle, knee, and hip rolls. So start with your right foot. You can hold underneath, under your thigh, interlace the fingers, start to make the biggest circles you can make, and follow your big toe nail with your eyes. 4 in one direction, 4 in the other. And you're going slowly. You're really trying to tire the ankle. And later on, we're going to massage the ankle. Okay, so we'll go to the other leg, your left. See if you can interlace the fingers and then rethread. Shoulders are back and down, chest is open, foot is flexed, but you're going in circles. So making the biggest circles on the chalkboard that you can, or in one direction, and your eye muscles, just your eye muscles are working, following the big toenail. Put the foot down, stamp, stamp, feel what you're feeling. Because that should be tired. Your ankles should feel tired just from those 8 rolls. Okay, right leg up again, interlace the fingers, shoulders back and down. Feel your sitting bones. How are they doing? Foot is flexed. So start to go around as if you are in finger paint. Nice and cool. What color is your finger paint? 4 in one direction, 4 in the other. Biggest circles you can make, and hopefully you were feeling the thigh muscles work. And that was for all the muscles around your knees, which we need, of course, to keep healthy and strong. So feel the differences. Okay. Engage your abs, lift up the left knee, then interlace the fingers, rethread. Chest is out, sternum is out, flex the foot, start to go around. And notice that one leg is easier than the other. Maybe today, maybe usually. So 4 in each direction. And notice what you're feeling in those muscles. That was a little tickly for me. Okay, so we're going to do the hip. What we're going to hold on to the chair. So you're holding the seat of the chair. Your chest is out. Your elbows are back. Wing bones are trying to touch in the back. Brace the abs. So right knee comes up, over to the right, back, forward, and down. And we'll alternate up with the left, toward the left, back and down, back to the right. And breathe as you're breathing. Feel your abs working. They are working. Okay, so now we can wiggle a little bit. Hold the chair again. And we're going to do some windshield wipers. So we're going to go over to the right with the knees, and my feet are still on the floor, but not entirely. And then back and forth. Just feel what you're feeling, how you're feeling. Your sitting bones work. So we did about 8 sets of those. Stamp out. And feel your body. Brace the abs. All right, let's cross the left. Let's do the figure 4. So the left ankle is now on the right thigh, and you're sitting up straight and tall. We of course don't touch the knee, especially the knee joints. So I'm just sitting, resting for a few seconds. Take a breath, lift up the right toes, put them down flatter. Your whole foot, push on the right foot. Push, push, push. And then release. And exhale as you push the right foot into the ground. And release. All right, so we'll do the isometrics. Take the left hand on the left thigh. Right hand is holding the foot however you want to hold it. The left foot. Okay, so everything is pretty relaxed and you're feeling comfortable. My right heel is under the right thigh. So I can really, as I'm rocking back and forth, and you should do this, rock back and forth, feel how your entire right leg is working. Right foot is really pushing. Okay? So, left hand on left thigh, take a breath, and try to push up with the left knee, left thigh, and you're pushing down with the left hand. You're resisting. Rest. And push again, push. Resist. Release. And one more time, push. And release. So whenever you say push, you are exhaling. So that is a good way to know when to exhale, when to inhale. All righty, we're going to take our hands around the left knee, but not touching, of course. And we're going to draw the knee in to the chest. So inhale and draw it in. Feel that nice big stretch of all the 3 hamstring muscles. And then push down. And draw in. Push down. And of course, as you're drawing in, you're exhaling because you're closing your body up. And then inhale as you open up. Okay, very nice. Shake that foot. In fact, let's shake that foot. So we're going to take the ankle, the left ankle, lift up the leg, and really shake that foot like it's a fish, like a wet fish, and release. Just relax. Maybe you're feeling a little sweaty today, even in your house, with the air conditioning going. Okay, so now we're going to go down. We're still in our figure 4, looks like a 4 from above. We'll take a nice breath and start to fold forward. So you're keeping your spine straight. Keeping your spine straight. Your right foot is flat. The toe pads are flat. Just feel what you're feeling. You fold it forward. So you're probably feeling your lower back. And anybody, if you don't have glaucoma or high blood pressure, and your head then can go down below your heart. Take another breath and see if you can get to the ankles. See if your hair can touch your foot. And slowly come up. Chin is on the chest. Fingers are walking up the right leg. Shoulders back and down. Chin is still on the chest. And then head is the last to come up. Very nice. Wiggle, wiggle. Maybe your toes wanted to curl, as mine did. And we'll put the foot down, stamp out. Let's walk over to the right. look to the right, and then walk to the middle, walk over to the left, and come back, take a rest. Because you know we're going to go to the other side. Okay, so we're lifting up the right knee, we're bringing the right ankle to the middle of the left thigh. Of course, if you cannot do that, you put your foot wherever you can. And it makes a different kind of form. Okay, but if you can, we'll be looking at the sole of the foot. So see if, and of course, your body is the way it is today, right now. So can you get your right shin bone parallel to the floor? Just for yourself. Okay? Shake your head, no, yes, yes, yes. And we'll hold the right foot with the left hand. And we'll do the isometrics. We'll start with the belly braced, of course. Take a breath, and you're lifting up the right thigh. You're resisting with the right hand. And release. And push, resist. Release. And push, resist. And release. Okay, so what we didn't do on the other side, we'll do on this side. We'll put the right foot in the crook of the left arm. Right arm comes around, lift up your baby, which is your right leg, lower leg, interlace the fingers, rethread, sit up straight and tall, engage your abs. So that's another word I haven't used today, engage. All righty, so we're gonna rock the baby. And you're certainly probably feeling, I am, my left sitting bone, okay, which would be your right here. And give a nice hug, feel those hamstring muscles. And if you want to, maybe rub your nose against the big toe. I know I'm showing off. And place the leg back on the left thigh. All right, we're sitting straight and tall, shoulders back and down, wing bones trying to touch in the back. We're going to take a breath. And remember, we're trying to keep the spine straight. So we're just going forward. Check the toes. Keep the toes from curling. Hands are going down the left shin. And if you don't have high blood pressure, you can continue going down. Feel what you're feeling. A gentle pull at your back muscles. We don't want anything hurting. So go forward. One more time down. Chin is on the chest. Shoulders are forward. Start to walk up the shin. You come to the knee. The shoulders go back and down. And then the head is the last to come up. And let your foot go down. Get your equilibrium. So this is the side that when I get vertigo, Fortunately for me, it's very mild, but I get it on this side. So when I have moved my head down and the blood has gone into my head, I have to think about it coming up very, very slowly and getting my equilibrium. So I encourage you all to always, and I say this a lot, but when you change position, when you get up from a chair, when you are going to the left after you were walking to the right, whenever you've changed your body position, go slowly and pause. Get your equilibrium. All right, so that was very nice, I think. All righty, so how are we doing? So now we're going to get up from the chair. We're going to get down again in a little while. Okay, so we'll just get up. Heels are under the thighs. Toes are facing forward, knees are facing forward. Of course, your legs, your knees are hip width apart or slightly more. Okay, we don't want the knees touching. Hands are on the quads. Let's get up this way. So we're gonna take a nice breath, start to fold forward again. Spine is straight. Nose come over the toes. And heels are down, toes are down, pinky toes, big toes. Your whole foot, each foot is down. Your belly is on your thumbs. See how close to this position you can get, where your belly is actually in your lap. Take a breath, and when you can, continue the motion of your head 10, 12 pounds toward the floor, toward gravity, and push on the feet and lift up the bum. So I'll just show you where my bum is when I'm in that position. My head is down. Shake your head, no, no, no. And of course, you're going to come up very slowly. Chin is on the chest. Shoulders are forward, and then shoulders are back and down. Chin is still on the chest. And very slowly, the head comes up. Knees stay soft. Bounce. All right. I'm going to move my chair. Here, we'll do our wonderful standing mountain pose against the wall. So feet are 2-3 inches in front of the wall, toes are still facing forward, knees are soft, bend the knees, keep them soft. Brace your abs. Scapulae are against the wall. Elbows are against the wall. Palms are forward, and the back of your skull is against the wall as much as possible. So we want the chin to be parallel to the floor. If that means that your skull right now cannot touch the wall, that's okay, because you're doing your X stretches and we're trying to improve that. Okay, so close your eyes, lift the toes, put them down flatter, keep the knees soft, shoulders back and down. And we'll have 3 full breaths here. And bring your head down, gently open your eyes. So we're going to put our hands against the wall, and we're going to come up on the toes and down, up and down. And my pelvic girdle is still against the wall. If you want to, you can step forward, you can still keep the hands on the wall, or you can let go and see if you can do it up and down as evenly as you can. So this is a lot of balance when you do this. Okay? I'm going to do something different. This is hard, I will tell you. You can use this chair if you want to come up on the toes or the wall, whatever you want to do. We're going to come up on the wall. Find your drishti. Find a place to stare at. See if you can let go. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then put the heels down. So we haven't really done this kind of balance before. And then we're going to add to it. So see if you can come up with the support or not, or you just know it's there, your hand can be hovering. And do find a place to stare at. It helps a lot. And we've been doing a lot of things and our bodies are pretty warm, I would say. Mine is. So I'm wobbling around up quite a bit. And then put the leg down. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to write the alphabet. And we're going to start with one hand and then continue after L with the other on our toes. So this is not easy. And we could do it against the wall for the first time. So you can have your hips against the wall and come up, and this feels lovely. And I'm in my stiletto heels. I'm feeling very comfortable because, of course, I'm leaning against the wall. I'll take a step forward and see if I can do it again. And my hand is right here. If I need, when I need it, I will need it. Okay, so, woo. So, you know, this is hard. So when you have a kind of a steadiness to you, start to write the letters. And I'm starting with my non-dominant hand. Up to H, I, J, K, L, and then I'm going to rest. I think that's a good idea. And we have done the alphabet writing for sexy shoulders, for getting the shoulders really working. And I could feel my shoulders working as I was making the letters. All righty, so we'll continue. Come up, and your knees are soft. If you lock your knees, it's going to be harder. And you're finding a place to stare at. I think that is perfectly fine, and I advise it. Okay, so we're going to start with the other hand with an M, and you continue. And come down when you're done. Shake out. So that's a lot of work on the feet. And it's a lot of work for your balance. So do it as you will, learning how to do it. Okay, let's put the toes down. Now be careful when we round the toes, like this, sometimes it can cause a cramp. But I think right now, it would be a good idea to push on the toes down on the back of the toes. And then rest, go to the other. And of course, when you're working, you're exhaling. And rest. All right. So that was a lot, I think. All right. So let me see what else I wanted to do. There's some new things. All right. So let's do warrior. And we'll do warrior standing. So warrior 2. We're going to have the wall or the chair. I'm going to use the chair. I'm going to open up the legs. And I'm going to go this way first. So for you, it's the left leg to the left. Belly button still facing forward. And right toes are toward the left as well. So feel that the knees are soft. Think about what soft means. Soft means you're not really locking or tensing the joints. All right, we're straight and tall as we can be. Shoulders are back and down, looking straight ahead. Chin is parallel to the floor. Knees are soft. So if you want to hold on to the chair or the wall, it's fine. I'm going to the left, so this will be your left hand, right hand out. If you don't need to hold on, left arm out, and feel you're balanced. Now you're on your whole foot. Before, it was very hard, I thought, for me to be on my toes. So now we're on the whole foot. I'm feeling much steadier. And I'm still looking for my drishti, a place to stare at. And then I'm going to turn my head slowly to the left and look at that left thumb that's up. Okay, or down if it's on the chair. Okay, if it's up and you want to do the motion that we have done before, we're going to come down for a side angle pose and the front knee bends. Sorry. Front knee bends. And that's the left. Left arm, forearm is down. Right arm goes over. So if you want to hold on, it looks like this. And that's fine. And then right arm behind right thigh. Left arm up. And look at the ceiling at an angle. Okay, chin is not pointing up. And feel that nice stretch on the left side. And then down again, so it can look like this. And up. And inhaling up. And otherwise it's like this. My knee is not bent. Ooh, my knee is bent now. And up. Straightening the front knee and then bending the front knee. Arm comes up. Toe, heel, stamp, 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 stamp. And if you're using a chair, you might want to go around this way. We're going to go this to the right now. So open up the legs. Both sets of toes are pointing to the left. And of course, the left foot can fully be facing the left. Right, left foot is, I'm getting mixed up, left foot is facing the right, right foot is facing the right. Okay? Belly button, chest, clavicles facing forward. Front knee bends. Check your toes. Open up the arms, shoulder height. Really engage the abs. Roll back the shoulders. Turn your head to the right. Look at the right thumb. You can have your hands in a fist if you like, or keep the fingers straight. And the front knee is forward. Okay? And if you're holding on this way, lightly. Okay, you're not gripping, just touching for support. And we'll start to come forward. You're holding on. The left arm goes over your head. And then left hand behind left thigh. Right hand up if you can. Nice big breath. And then right forearm on right thigh. And up again. And a little faster. Up. And then forward. And then up. Very nice. Hold on, or just toe heel, and jump. So we haven't done that in a while. You can hold on, jump. One more time. You don't need to hold on, jump. All right, very nice. All right, we're getting close here. All right, we'll come to the chair. All right. So maybe you're feeling sweaty. I certainly am. Just feel your body. Feel the back of your legs on the chair, wherever you're feeling them. Okay. And if you can remember which leg is back in your plies, typically, see if you can do the opposite. So I will be like this. Torso is facing forward. Belly button facing forward. Hold your balance pole. Feel the chair with your back leg. Lift up the toes, put them down flatter. Find a place to stare at. And start to come down. Find the chair. Land lightly, mindfully. And come back into your seated mountain pose. So knees are apart, hip width apart, toes are facing forward, close your eyes. And just notice your body. Chin is over sternum as best you can. How's your neck? You can really focus on the neck much today. And palms are up, which does roll your shoulders back and down a little bit more. And just feel your body. Okay, so what we're going to do now is bring the feet back, lift up your left foot again, and we're going to massage the ankles. So, massage above the ankles, below the ankles, around the ankles. Close your eyes. Try to do this for a minute. I'm not timing it, but you will. I think you'll think about how it is for about a minute, and then release. Just like your fingers are going to be tired. Feel your ankle. And this was suggested to do before bed, that it may help your sleep. It would be incredible if that does happen to any of us. So you've done a nice massage on the one foot. Put that down, just rest. You take a breath, lift up the other leg, just so that however you want to do it, you can get to the ankle. And you're massaging. Close your eyes. Any way you want to really massage both sides. Thumbs, of course, are working hard. Other fingers, you can get the pinkies involved. Rest. After a while, your hands are going to be tired. Mine are. And put the foot down. Keep the eyes closed. Right palm in the left palm in your lap. And we'll have 3 full breaths. And then let your hands, keep your eyes closed, let your hands go around, gathering up some of the gifts you got from this class, I hope. Thumbs come down to heart center. Thumbs are still closed. Very gingerly open your eyes. Look at your fingers. And today, first, we'll say namaste to ourselves. Really be thankful and grateful to yourself that you took the time to come to this class and the other things you do to try to be healthier and better balanced. And then we'll say namaste. And we'll say, so unfortunately, the battery is low. So we said namaste to ourselves, and now we will say namaste to each other, our yoga community on Zoom. Thank you to Little Falls Village. And as I say, I hope you are feeling better when you leave than when you came.